How do you say this word in British English? This is a question I get asked a lot, and actually there are multiple pronunciations of this word we're going to talk about in this lesson. Now, of course, there are many accents across the UK and they're all wonderful, but in this lesson we're going to look at a few key pronunciations of this word that you may hear. And at the end of the lesson, I'm also going to risk it and compare it with a general American pronunciation as well. But of course, as you know, there are also many accents across the US and they're all wonderful as well. So first of all, let's talk about how to pronounce this word in a modern British RP accent. Now that's my accent. This is how I sound. And I would say water. Water. Two-syllable word. The stress is on the first syllable. So it starts with the w. Watch my mouth. W. Or. Or. It has that lovely long or vowel sound. And then the second unstressed syllable is t. T. So it's the t sound and a schwa. Water. Water. Notice that as a modern British RP accent is non-rhotic, that means we don't always pronounce our R's, as a standalone word, or if it's in a sentence followed by a consonant sound or a break in speaking, we do not pronounce the R in a modern British RP accent. However, if it's in a natural flowing sentence and the next word after it starts with a vowel sound, we would pronounce the R. That's called the linking R. So we'd say, this water doesn't taste very nice. This water doesn't taste very nice. But if it's followed by a vowel sound, the water is nice. The water is nice. Notice that the R reappears if it's followed in a sentence by an open vowel sound. So in a modern British RP accent, this word is water. Now in the UK, there are many accents, as I've already mentioned, and some of them are rhotic. Now, let me give you an example of, say, in the West Country, they may actually pronounce the R, sort of water. Water. For an idea of this accent, think about Hagrid in Harry Potter. He was somewhere from sort of the West Country, I believe. So he would have said, water, Harry, water. Basically, in some parts of the country, you will also hear that R pronounced. But in a modern British RP accent, as a standalone word, it's water. Now, another common pronunciation of this word that you may hear, people saying water, water. So instead of pronouncing the sound in the middle, which we do in a modern British RP accent, this pronunciation uses the glottal stop. It basically means that we block the airflow temporarily in the vocal tract, more specifically around the glottis. So it's water, water. Now, this pronunciation, as you probably well know, is very famous in the Cockney accent. So they would say, "You got a bottle of water, bottle of water." Instead of better, as I would say in a modern RP accent, they would say better. Or instead of butter, they would say butter. However, I will also say, even though this glottal stop thing with the T and the water is famous for being part of a Cockney accent, you will also hear this pronunciation in other parts of the UK as well, in other accents. So it's not just specifically in one area. But this is one thing I love. You know, whenever I've taught the word like water, I always get comments on Instagram and TikTok going, it's not water, it's water. Well, they're both correct, depending on which accent you have or which accent you want to learn. And in my case, I have a modern British RP accent, so I do say water. And now the moment that you've probably all been waiting for, let me practice my American pronunciation with you. Here we go. So in a general American accent, this word is water. It sounds more like water. Now, of course, the vowel sound is also very different, but that T almost has that D quality for me. It's like water. So the sound for me, when I listen, is much closer to a sort of D sound than it is to a T sound. And of course, in American English, it is a rhotic accent, which means that they do pronounce that R as well. So there we have it. And as I said, my pronunciation of this word is this, water, but it doesn't make me right. There are lots of accents And as English language learners, that is your choice which accent you would like to have. But of course, I teach this accent, I teach the modern British RP accent because that is my accent. Let me know anything you would like to learn next in a modern British RP accent. But from me today, all it leaves me to say is thank you very much for watching. Please do like, comment, share this video, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye!